Yes, remember we told you about how we're going to reveal to you the last conversation between the administrative police officer attached to the office of the Deputy President, William Ruto, Kipyegon Kenei, and his wife, moments before he went off the radar and later to be found dead in his home.
Well, Citizen TV has obtained copies of WhatsApp and text messages that detail events and occurrences that his family now strongly believes their son was murdered and framed for suicide. This even as detectives enhanced their probe into what could have happened. Enoch Kolia with more.
Ambia Karen asante sana kututembelea. Much appreciated. When Sgt Kipyegon Kenei sent this message to his wife Judith Kenei in Nakuru, little did she know it would be the last text she would ever receive from her beloved husband. The message is captured to be sent to Judith at 9 minutes to 10 p.m. on Tuesday, the 18th of February. Kenei, who was on duty the day former Sport CS Rashid Echesa visited the office of the Deputy President in his corn game plan, was found dead 2 days later on the 20th of February. Citizen TV has obtained records of his last conversation with his wife, who is based in Nakuru. According to the records captured from Judith's phone, Kenei and his wife had a lengthy and lively chat on WhatsApp, a conversation that started as early as Tuesday morning. They talked about themselves, their love and children while exchanging pictures. At around 3 p.m. that day, they switched and started talking about Karen, a relative who was visiting their Nakuru home. With a visitor about to knock on the door, the two apparent lovebirds talked about how to accommodate her, and after striking a deal, Kenei wished his wife to have fun with Karen. 19 minutes to 10 p.m. at exactly 9:41 p.m. on Tuesday, the two recorded to have had a phone call conversation that lasted for 53 seconds. 10 minutes later, Kenei then sent this message to his wife. Silence is then recorded between husband and wife until 25 minutes past midnight when Judith sent a nodding emoji with a message with 3 question marks. Apparently, she had received 35,000 shillings from Equity Bank account. Having little or no information about the reason why Kenei had sent such an amount of money to her, and with her husband not responding, Judith sent another text at 10 minutes to 5 a.m. She seemed to ask if the money was hers and why he wasn't responding to her text messages, both on phone and WhatsApp. As daytime unfolded, questions were piling in Judith's head. The amount received was not normal. According to the family and Mpesa evidence provided, Kenei used to send between 3,000 to 3,600 shillings, but 35,000 shillings at a go without a word was quite suspicious. As they were trying to figure out what was happening, another shocker came in. His social media platforms, including Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, had been wiped off the grid. At 7:32 a.m. Wednesday, out of the norm, Kenei's father received 10,000 shillings from his son. He joined the fray of those seeking to establish the story behind Kenei's move to send them huge amounts of money without a word. By that time, Kenei's phone was off. He couldn't be reached. As they were trying to figure out what was happening, another shocker came in. With the situation looking worrisome, Judith wrote a text to her husband at 25 minutes past 9 p.m. on Wednesday. It was a one-worded Swahili text, Uko, meaning, where are you? There was no reply. On Thursday afternoon, the office of the Deputy President, through his spokesman David Mugonyi, sent a message to Newsroom saying Kenei was expected at the DCI to record a statement to the detectives, but he failed to show up at work. Hours later on Thursday, Kenei was found dead in his house in Embakasi, Nairobi County. Investigators are piecing together what could have led to the death of the AP officer, who was a key witness in the fake arms procurement scam. The family believes that the officer was murdered and those who did it staged it to look like suicide. They say their son could have been murdered by killers sending money to his wife and father for it to appear like he killed himself to cover their tracks. The family is also questioning why police officers who arrived at his house dragged his body to Embakasi police station and only returned it to the crime scene after an order from DCI boss George Kinoti. According to detectives probing the fake arms deal scandal, Kenei had crucial information on who Echesa and team met when they stepped into the office of the Deputy President. The AP officer attached to Harambe Annex House had been scheduled for interrogation by the Kinoti-led institution. Rashid Echesa and 3 others are facing charges in court for forging military documents and CS Monica Juma's signature as they tried to con 39 billion shillings from directors of a Warsaw-based military surveillance company. This evening, detectives went back to Kenei's house in Imara Daima, where they interrogated the househelp and his neighbor.